Hello students, welcome back to VK Commerce Talks. In my previous video, we had discussed about admission of a partner, the calculation of new profit sharing ratio. Continuing with the same topic, in today's session, we will discuss about the calculation of sacrifice ratio, which I can say the continued part of the calculation of NPSR. Now, before we start solving the problems on NPSR, a little keynote to the students. If you are facing any difficulty or if you have any questions which are difficult to solve, please put in the comment box. I will be giving you the solution to those problems. Okay, without wasting much of the time, let us start into the problems on calculation of sacrifice ratio. Our first problem today. A and B are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 4:3. So here A and B are the old partners, and what is their share? 4:3, what we call it as a old ratio. They admit C into partnership, so the new partner is C. The new profit sharing ratio was agreed at 7:4:3. If you have seen my previous video on calculation of NPSR, there they used to give the old ratio and the new partner share, and they used to ask us to calculate the NPSR. But in this problem, they have given the old ratio as well as the new ratio. They are asking us to calculate the sacrifice ratio. Whose sacrifice ratio? Even though it is not mentioned in the question, you should be knowing that when a new partner is admitted into the firm, who sacrificed towards the new partner? It's always the old partners. So whose sacrifice ratio we have to calculate? We have to calculate the sacrifice ratio of the old partners. So let us start as usual. As I have told you in my previous session, always start with what is given in the question. This gives a very good impression for the examiner, the evaluator who is evaluating your paper. So the 3. Now if you want to present this ratio into fraction, what we do, just add up these two numbers. 4 plus 3, 7. So we present it as 4/7 and 3/7. Whose ratio it is? Old partners, old ratio. Now next is new ratio. And when we call it as new ratio, it is the ratio of all the partners, including the old and the new partner. So the new ratio will be A:2B:C, that is equal to, what is the share? What is given there? 7:4:3. 7 plus 4, 11. 11 plus 3, 14. So it is 7/14, 4/14 and 3/14. So we have just written what is given in the question. Now let's start. What is the question asked? What is the sacrifice ratio? Who is sacrificing? Naturally, definitely the old partners. So the formula is sacrifice ratio is equal to old ratio minus new ratio. So what is the formula? Sacrifice ratio is equal to old ratio minus new ratio. A's sacrifice ratio is equal to, what is A's old ratio? 4/7 minus, what is A's new ratio? It is 7/14. Now here we have to take the common LCM. Now 7 and 14, the common LCM will be 14. 7 2s are 14, 14 1s are 14. So 4 2s are 8 minus 7 1s are 7. So it is 8 minus 7, it is 1/14. What is this 1/14? The portion surrendered or sacrificed by the old partner A. Similarly, B's sacrifice ratio is equal to old ratio 3/7 minus new ratio 4/14. Once again, same, 14 is the LCM. 7 2s are 14 1s are. 3 2s are 6 minus 4 1s are 4. So 6 minus 4, it is 2/14. So lastly, final presentation of the answer. Sacrifice ratio is equal to A is to B that is 1 by 14 is to 2 by 14. Both the denominators are same, so no need to simplify. So sacrifice ratio, therefore sacrifice ratio is equal to 1 is to 2. This is the final presentation of the answer. Let us move on to the second problem now. X and Y are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3 is to 2. So who are the old partners here? X and Y, and what is their ratio? Share 3 is to 2. They admit Z into partnership and the new ratio was agreed at 5 is to 4 is to 3. Don't you think it is similar to the previous problem here? What is given to us? Old ratio as well as the new ratio. So let us not waste much of the time now. Let's see how to do this. Given, what is given to you? Old ratio. What is the old ratio? Who are the old partners? X is to Y. What is their share? 3 is to 2. How do you write 3 is to 2? 3 by 5 and 2 by 5. Next. New ratio. Whose new ratio? All the partners. That is X is to Y is to Z, including the new partner. What is their share given? 5 is to 4 is to 3. 5 plus 4, 9. 9 plus 3, 12. So 5 by 12, 4 by 12 and 3 by 12. Same information now. Let's apply the formula. Sacrifice ratio is equal to old ratio minus new ratio. Who sacrifice ratio? Old partners. Who are the old partners? X. X's sacrifice ratio is equal to old ratio 3 by 5 minus, what is your new ratio? It is 5 by 12. Now if you observe here, what are the denominators you have? 5 and 12, which are two different ones. So you have to take a number which is common number divisible by 5 also and 12 also. I think it is 60. 5 12s are 12 5s are 60 is a common LCM. 5 12s are 12 5s are. Students, whenever you want to do the LCM, common LCM, there is a school method. In the previous video I have shown you how to get the LCM. If you don't know to follow that, very simple. Whatever two different numbers are there, multiply them and keep the answer here as a LCM. So 3 12s are 36 minus 5 5s are 25. So 36 minus 25 is 11. 11 by 60. Similarly, Y's sacrifice ratio is equal to old ratio 2 by 5 minus, what is the new ratio? It is a 4 by 12. So common LCM 60. 5 12s are 12 5s are 2 into 12, 2 12s are 24 minus 4 5s are 20. So 24 minus 20, it is a 4 by 60. Okay. Now last step, final presentation of the answer. Sacrifice ratio is equal to X is to Y, that is 11 by 60 is to 4 by 60. Denominators are common here. So therefore, that is answer is 11 is to 4. This is your sacrifice ratio. Okay students, let's move on to the next question. I was a bit tired after solving two problems, so I told my daughter to write these two questions. I think you can zoom it and read the question. Let us start with the third question. A and B are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 5 is to 3. So old partners, old ratio. They admit C into partnership, new partner. The new profit sharing ratio is 3 is to 2 is to 1. A is to B is to C. I think it's almost similar to the last two problems. So you can consider this as a practice problem. Let us very quickly solve this question. So what is given to us? Given old ratio is given. What is the old ratio? A is to B. The more the problems you practice, you become expert in that. So old ratio A is to B, that is 5 is to 3. 5 plus 3, 8. 5 by 8, 3 by 8. Then new ratio is equal to A is to B is to C, that is 3 is to 2 is to 1, 3 by 6, 2 by 6, 1 by 6, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 1, 6, 3 by 6, 2 by 6 and 1 by 6. So no change. Sacrifice ratio. Now here in the class, to make it faster, I am using some shortcut words. But please students, in the exam, please remember that you are going to use a full word for this. Remember, in the class you will be solving so many practice problems, but in the examination you are going to solve only one problem, and that problem should be the best problem to be solved. Okay, so please use full form in the examination. So sacrifice ratio is equal to old ratio for minus old ratio minus new ratio. Okay, so A's sacrifice ratio is equal to, what is A's old ratio? It is 5 by 8 minus, what is A's new ratio? It is 3 by 6. Now if you observe here, 8 and 6. So what might be the common LCM? 8 and 6, can we take it as 24? 24 is a common number where 8 also is divisible and 6 also. So 24 I can take. How did you get 24? Just a quick look. See, school method, 8 and 6. Okay, now start with the 2. 2 4s are 8, 2 3s are 6. Okay, 2 2s are 4, 3 as it is. 2 1s are 2, 3 as it is. 3 1s are. Okay, so 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24. 24 is here. Okay, 8 6s are 24, 6 8s are 24. Sorry, I got confused. 24, 8 3s are 24 and 6 4s are 24. 5 3s are 15 minus 3 4s are 12. 15 minus 12 is 3. 3 by 24. Similarly, B's sacrifice ratio. What is the old ratio of B? 3 by 8 minus, what is the new ratio of B? It is 2 by 6. So once again, 8 and 6, common LCM is 24. 8 3s are 24, 6 4s are 24, 3 3s are 9 minus 2 4s are 8. 9 minus 8, it is 1 by 24. So final presentation of the answer now. Sacrifice ratio is equal to A is to B, 3 by 24 is to 1 by 24. So we have common denominators. So what is your final answer now? Sacrifice ratio, it is 3 is to 1. I hope you have understood this question. Moving on to the next question. A slight change in the problem. Okay, moving on to the next question. Please, there is a slight change in the question. Last 3 problems what we have solved, and the 4th one what we are going to solve now. Just observe the change now. P and Q are partners sharing profits and losses equally. So who are the old partners? P and Q. How are they sharing the profits? Equally. 1 is to 1. 1 by 2, 1 by 2. They admit R into partnership. So new partner is R. Now see the change in the question, students. P agrees to surrender 1/3 of his share and Q agrees to surrender 1/4 of his share. What is the change you are finding now, students? In our previous problems, last 3 problems, they had given us old ratio. Here also we have old ratio, but in the previous three problems they had given us the new ratio also. But in this problem, instead of giving the new ratio, they have specified that how much the old partners are surrendering or sacrificing. I mean, directly the surrendered part is given. That makes our work very easy now actually. Let us see how to solve this. Question remains the same. Calculate sacrifice ratio. Let us write first what is given. We'll get the idea how to solve this. Given, as usual, first information, old ratio is equal to P is to Q, that is equally means if two partners are there, we write 1:1. If three partners equally, it is 1:1:1. So two partners 1:1 means 1/2 and 1/2. What else is given? They admitted R into partnership, that's okay. P agrees to surrender 1/3 of his share. Either you surrendered means what? Sacrificed. So okay. What is given? I am just writing what is given now. Portion surrendered. Portion surrendered. Surrendered, nothing but sacrificed. Portion surrendered by P is equal to how much P is surrendering? 1/3 of his share. Please read the sentence carefully. P is not surrendering 1/3. He is surrendering 1/3 of his share. And what is his share? 1/2. So portion surrendered by P, 1/3 of means multiplication, his share. And what is his share? Half, 1/2. So 1/3 into 1/2, it is 1/6. So what is the portion surrendered by P? 1/6. Similarly, portion surrendered by Q is equal to how much Q is surrendering? 1/4 of his share. 1/4 of his share. And what is Q's share? Old share? 1/2. So 1/4 into 1/2, 1 into 1, 1, 4 2s are 8. So what is the portion surrendered by P? 1/6. And portion surrendered by Q? 1/8. This only is the sacrifice or portion surrendered. So final presentation. Sacrifice ratio is equal to P is to Q. How much P has sacrificed? Sacrificed or surrendered, both are same words. 1/6 is to Q, 1/8. Now, if you observe, like in the previous problem, directly we used to get the same denominator. So we wrote 3:1. But here it is 1/6 and 1/8. We cannot write it as 1/1. If you write it as 1/1, then this will be the wrong answer for you because the denominators are different. When denominators are different, what did I tell you? Make them common. Can we make 6 as 8? No. Can we make 8 as a 6? Impossible. So what we can do? Choose a common number which is divisible or which is in the multiplication of both 6 and 8. I can say 6, 24 is common. So what we do? 6 4s are into 4 into 4. So I am making 6 as 24 now. How to make 8 as 24? 8 3s are into 3 into 3. So it will be what now? 4/24. 1 4s are 4. 6 4s are 24. Is to 1 3s are 3. 8 3s are 24. Now can we check it out here? Both are same. Now you can write sacrifice ratio is equal to 4:3. Okay. Okay students, let's move on to the next question. X and Y are partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. So what is this 3:2? Old partnership. So old ratio X is to Y, it is 3:2. 3/5 and 2/5. Next one, they took Z into partnership, new partner. X agrees to surrender 1/2 of his share, half of his share, and Y agrees to surrender 1/4 of his share to Z. So exactly similar to the previous problem. Here they have not given you the new ratio, but they have given how much the old partners are sacrificing or surrendering towards the new partner. So how much is the portion sacrificed by X? 1/2 of his share. So 1/2 of his share. What is X's share? 3/5. 1/2 into 3/5. 1 3s are 3, 2 5s are 10. So it is 3/10. Similarly, portion sacrificed by Y, how much is Y is surrendering? 1/4. So 1/4 into his share. And what is Y's share? It is 2/5. So 1 2s are 2, 4 5s are 20. So what is the portion sacrificed by X and Y? 3/10 and 2/20. So final presentation, let's see how it looks like. Sacrifice ratio is equal to X is to Y. How much is the portion sacrificed by X? 3/10. And how much is sacrificed by Y? It is 2/20. Now 3/10, 2/20, I cannot present it as 3:2 because the denominators are different here. Either make 10 as 20 or 20 as 10. It's better to make, easy to make 10 into 10 as 20. How do you multiply? What do you do? Multiply 10 into 2. Into 2, if I multiply with denominator, I have to multiply with the numerator also. So how it looks like now? 3 2s are 6. 6/20 is to 2/20. So nothing but 6 is to 2. I think further we can simplify this. I think it cancels by 2. So 2 3s are 6, 2 1s are 2. So sacrifice ratio, final answer will be 3:1. Moving on to our last question of the day. M and N are partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. So old ratio 3:2. Okay. They took O into partnership for 1/4 share. Oh my God. Now I think the new partner's share is also given now. Who is our new partner? O. And what is his share? 1/4. Okay. The new profit sharing ratio between M and N will be 2:1. Now calculate sacrifice. Don't you think it is almost similar to the first problem now? What is given to us? Old ratio is given. Who is our new partner? O. And what is the new ratio? M and N. Now here what they have done, just a small tricky thing is, whenever they are giving you the new profit sharing ratio, the new profit sharing ratio will be of all the partners. All the partners means old partner also and new partner. Let's see how to present this one now. It's a very simple problem if you understand the concept here. Given what is the old ratio? Old ratio is equal to M is to N. And what is the ratio given here? It is 3:2. That is 3/5 and 2/5. Okay. I'm just writing first what is given. It gives me an idea how to solve the problem now. Next one is new partner. New partner's share. Who is your new partner? O. What is his share? It is 1/4. The new profit sharing ratio. Now I have an objection here. See, this is how they twist the question. The new profit sharing ratio between M and N. Then that means O also should be included here. So just to confuse you, they have given now. Let's write, no problem. New profit sharing ratio is equal to, or you can say new ratio is equal to, you can also call it as a new ratio, no issues. New ratio is equal to M is to N. Now students, if I just write new ratio M is to N, then probably we are going to commit a mistake here. Because old ratio, we are writing M is to N. Now if for new ratio also, if you write only M is to N, then you are doing wrong. New ratio, we have to take O also into consideration. What did they give? 2:1. Now see, what is the new ratio between M and N? 2:1. I wrote. Don't we have the new partner share also? What is the new partner share? It is 1/4. That means it is 2/4, 1/4 and 1/4. This is how they have twisted the question. It's similar to the first three problems what we have solved. They have given old ratio and they have given the new ratio. Formula is simple. Sacrifice ratio is equal to old ratio minus new ratio. M's sacrifice ratio. What is M's old ratio? 3/5 minus what is M's new ratio? 2/4. Now 5 and 4, the two different numbers. How do you get a common LCM? I told you. Just multiply both the numbers. 5 4s are 20. Okay. 5 4s are 20. 4 5s are 20. Opposite. 3 4s are 12 minus 2 5s are 10. So 12 minus 10, it is 2/20. Similarly, N's sacrifice ratio is equal to, what is the old ratio of N? It is 2/5 minus what is N's new ratio? It is 1/4. 2/5 minus 1/4. Common LCM 20 again. 5 4s are 4 5s are 2 4s are 8 minus 1 5s are 5. 8 minus 5, it is 3/20. So final presentation of the answer, sacrifice ratio is equal to M:N. That is, what is M's sacrifice ratio? 2/20 is to, what is N's sacrifice ratio? 3/20. So automatically the denominators have come same. So our final answer will be 2:3. So okay students, so in our previous video I have discussed about admission of a partner, calculation of NPSR, and in today's video, today's class, we have discussed the problems on calculation of the sacrifice ratio of the old partners. So students, if you have liked this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.